Hello and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to write live on screen. Okay, like this. Write live. I'm going to share with you 4 techniques. The first technique is if you want to write live on a recorded video that you want to give out. Okay, so I'll show you how to do it on a recorded video. Number 2 is if you want to do it on StreamYard. Number 3, if you're doing it on Zoom. Number 3 is Zoom. And number 4, if you've got a green screen. I don't have a green screen here, but I'll share with you how to do it on green screen. It looks beautiful. Okay, so that's a green screen. So 4 techniques. Now before I share with you how to do it, let's talk about the hardware and software that you'll need. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this running, so if I sort of pause, just bear with me. Okay, so here it is. I'm just going to draw it right here, a line right in the middle of my face. Okay, so there's a hardware and I'll talk about the software. Okay, so what you'll need for a start, what I'm using here is I'm using a MacBook Pro 13-inch laptop. Okay, so it works on Windows as well, but I'm using a MacBook Pro. So MacBook Pro 13-inch, that's what I'm using. Number 2, what you'll need is you'll need an iPad. I'm using an iPad here and an Apple Pencil. Okay, so it's iPad plus Apple Pencil, and what you'll need is a cable as well. So I'm connecting my iPad with my laptop here through a cable. So that's what it is. You need a cable. Look, you can do it wirelessly as well, but I'm just using a cable. It's a lot easier that way. From a software perspective on the computer, what I'm using here is I'm using OBS. I'll share with you what that is if you don't know. Number 2 is I'm using a software on my iPad to actually write notes, and the software I'm using is Notability. Okay, you could use any software that takes notes. And the third software on the computer here is I'm using a QuickTime, and that's all you need. Okay, so first what we'll need is a software called OBS. You can download that from the internet. So here's the website, obsproject.com. Just download it. Okay, Windows, Mac, or Linux, just download it. Once you've downloaded, fire up the application. So I've already got the application installed. Here is the one, OBS. Now the concept here is we have to configure OBS so it accesses our camera, and we then overlay it with the iPad view. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Add a video capture. If you've got multiple devices, you'll actually have the camera options here. So choose FaceTime, which is my current camera. You can see my face there. Press OK, and now it shows my camera inside OBS. It's a small screen. This black screen is your entire screen, so go ahead and just sort of like stretch it so it takes the entire screen. Okay, that's step 1. Excellent. If you're able to do this and you can see your camera here, great. If you cannot see it, what will happen is the Mac OS will ask you to give permission to OBS to access your camera. So if you're having issues, you go into system preferences and you will actually see here in camera, you will see OBS needs to be a tick. Even the microphone, like just give it a bit of a tick here. Okay, and there'll be other applications that OBS will need access to. It'll keep popping up, so just go ahead and give it access. That's step number 1. Now step number 2, what we need to do is we're going to use our iPad here to write on the iPad and allow what I write here to come on screen. So what we're going to do is on the iPad first, what we're going to do is we're going to connect the iPad. So get your cable and plug it in. Okay, that's step number 2. Plug it into your laptop. That's step number 2. Step number 3, what you want to actually do here is you want to fire up QuickTime. Now QuickTime has got an inbuilt where it can display your iPad onto screen. It can mirror. So fire up QuickTime. So QuickTime's here, and now you actually go to File, New Movie Recording. Okay, you press New Movie Recording, and on this new movie recording you'll have an option here whether FaceTime or iPad. You choose iPad. You see, as soon as you choose iPad, you will actually see my iPad here. So if you scroll down, you see my iPad, it's live here. Okay, now the application that I'm using an application called Good Notes. I did mention previously Notability, but I like this application called Good Notes. So bring it up and you'll see it's a white background at this stage. Okay, that's great. Leave it at that. Leave the MacBook running. You're not recording, it's just mirroring. So leave it as it is. Now go back to OBS. Now inside OBS, what we'll need to do is we need to show the iPad inside OBS. So go ahead, right click in this sources section, press add, and go ahead and say window capture. I go to window capture, just press OK. And this window, it will actually list all the windows that are currently open on your Mac. If you don't see this, it'll pop up with a box to say give it access and come and try this step again. And now you click this movie recording application, and there you go. You see the MacBook, you see the iPad through the QuickTime on screen. You press OK. You see, that's what you see right now. It's got the whole screen right there. The key here is it's on top of the video. What we want to actually now do here is we want to actually set a green screen on the iPad. Okay, so on the iPad, what I've done is I've actually set up a screen that is green. In this one, I've actually set up a green screen on my laptop. Okay, on my laptop. Sorry, on my iPad, not my laptop. You can put a color image, just get an image color and just put it on this iPad and just spread it across, and the whole page is green. This is what I've done. Okay, now what you actually want to do here is you want to configure OBS to say this is a green screen, make it transparent. So on the window capture here, right click, go to filters. Under effects filters, press this plus button, go to Chroma Key. Okay, press OK, and under this green color type, you choose green. You see, if you choose blue, it'll show you the whole laptop which is green. Just choose green. It becomes gray. Gray means it's transparent. You want it to show gray. Now you press close. There you go. You see, the green screen has now become transparent, and I can see my camera. You see the screen here which says window capture and video capture. The window capture is on top of the video. So I made it transparent, and that's how we can actually see that. Now, how do you get rid of these, toolbar, title bar? What you do is you see these red lines, just sort of expand it a little bit. Okay, take it out of the whole frame. So that's exactly what I've done. See, now I've adjusted those green ones. If I click here, I can actually, if I bring it across, that is the iPad at the back. You see, there you go. I'm adjusting the green screen, just adjust it so that it actually, let me adjust it for you. There you go. Okay, so just adjust it to the frame. Now the whole iPad is here. Now what I'm going to do is on the iPad I'm going to do something. Okay, so I'm going to record on the iPad. So I'm actually just recording the screen. Cannot record the screen on the iPad. So what I'll do here is I'll just make it side by side. So this is the green part that you see here. Let me just make it a bit smaller so you can see that. You see this movie recording screen? This is actually my iPad. Okay, so I'm showing you what is happening on my iPad on the green side, and what's really happening in OBS where you can see my face here. Now you take your iPad pencil, and on the iPad, okay, on the iPad, you select the pen of your choice. The color needs to be white. Okay, so we select white, and then what you just do is you just say testing. The green screen that you see is what really actually happens on the iPad. So if I lift the iPad up, you see the iPad, it's a green screen, it has the word testing here. That's exactly what happens. But because in OBS the iPad is over the camera, you can actually see the word testing only, and the green screen is disappeared. Okay, so that's how you actually do it. It's actually fairly simple. Okay, so you use the OBS. Now let me expand the screen so we talk only within OBS. So I'm recording the screen my whole time. I'm recording my entire screen so you can see exactly what I'm doing and the settings. Okay, now you see this in OBS. I clicked on it, this little window here. If I can expand it all the way, this is my iPad window. There you go. Now my iPad, if I scroll on my iPad, I'm scrolling on my iPad. I'll share with you. I'm actually scrolling on my iPad. I take my iPad here. See, when I scroll, the text scrolls. And if you see there's a white text, because the white is not transparent, it is on top of me. But if I keep going, I keep going, I keep going. So what I've done is I've created multiple pages that are green. You see? So I can create writing and scrolling, and that's exactly what I've been doing. Okay? So that's how you do this. That's how you set it up. Now, how do you record a recorded video? Very simple. Let's erase this. On OBS, I'm talking to you right now. Okay? There is this button here that says start recording. Just press start recording, and when you start recording, everything that you do here is actually recorded. As simple as that. And it'll produce a file, and you can start talking, teach what you need to teach, show people what you need to show, and it automatically records. And if you scroll up and down, you see, scroll up and down, it feels like it's actually, you know, what you're teaching. That's how you set it up in OBS. Very simple. So we've covered we said we were going to cover a few things. What we said we were going to cover is, let me just scroll back. See, I've got multiple pages here. We said we were going to cover the recorded video, right? So this is done. Now, how do you do it on StreamYard? Okay, it's actually quite simple as well. So let me share with you on StreamYard how do you do. So let me fire up my browser. So we go here, we go to StreamYard. So we go StreamYard, great. Now in StreamYard here, let's just create a broadcast. For example, let's do record only. We say test live notes. Oops. Test live notes. We press create. So I'm in StreamYard now. You can see my entire screen. I'm using ScreenFlow to just capture the entire screen. Okay. So we enter broadcast. I add myself to the screen. The trick here is now we share our screen, okay? And when we press share, there's an application. You see that OBS application? You want to share that OBS application. Okay, now see, when I put it in here, I add it to stream, it actually shows my OBS screen now. Now here's the trick, okay? You see, it's got the scroll bar, it's got the title bar on the top, it's got all these controls at the bottom. You don't want that, right? So what you go to OBS, you just make it full screen. Okay? Oh, sorry, let me just take it off full screen. The first step is what you do here is you go on these controls, you deselect them. You deselect it. So you're hiding the controls now, okay? You hide all the controls. You got this full screen now. And then you make it into a full screen, okay? And now you go back to StreamYard. You see StreamYard, you don't see the title anymore. You see what's inside there, and you can write. You can actually write. So if I scroll, you can see it's actually scrolling. And now we are in stream. in StreamYard. So you could do this live as well. If you're on StreamYard, you could actually do this live. Now, if you see these borders on the bottom here, the black borders, you can adjust it. You see those red lines? So if I go back to OBS, I can actually just, there you go, choose those, and I'll choose the bottom, okay? Because the top here, see, it takes away that. That's exactly how you do it in StreamYard. All right. Now, what we said we were going to do, let me stop sharing this. Let me leave studio. Let me minimize this. Let me bring back OBS. Now, what I said here was, let me reset all my controls. So I'm back to where I was. Reset. That's exactly how you get it. Now, I did say we were going to cover a few things. We were going to cover StreamYard. StreamYard is also done. Now, let's talk about Zoom. Okay, Zoom is quite interesting. Zoom is this. Now, you fire up Zoom, same concept. We fire up Zoom. I start a new meeting. So I'm in Zoom now. You can see me in Zoom. Okay, I go share screen, and you got multiple choices. So this is what you see in Zoom. If you share the application here, you'll actually share the entire application with the title and with the bottom controls as well. Same concept. What you can do is remove all of this. Okay, so before you share, you can actually remove all of this, make it full screen, and now this is what you will share in Zoom to people. See, you can see that in Zoom, and it still works. You can scroll and it absolutely works. Okay, so what we have now covered as well is Zoom. Okay, so let me check off Zoom, done. One more thing, actually, I just remembered this. In Zoom, what you can also do is when you share screen, right? If you've got multiple screens and if you want to share a portion of a screen, you can actually do this. Just say portion of a screen, and you can just share your OBS. If you fire it up, you can just share a portion. So whatever portion you want to choose, you can just share that. So if you don't want something on the side, that's what you can do as well. So I've shown you two ways how you can share in Zoom. So let's stop that. So Zoom is done. End the meeting. Great. Now let's talk about green screen. So green screen, what I'll do here in a second is I'll just stop the video and I'll come back. I'll set up a green screen and I'll show you. It's really fantastic if you have a green screen. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm back now, this time with the green screen. So what we're going to do in this video is, in this section, is we're going to talk about the green screen. Okay, if you've noticed, behind me now, I have got a green screen. You see that screen there? That's a green screen. Look, it's not the best of setup. It's only for demo purposes. Okay, so I've just put a green cloth behind me. And what I'm now going to do is I'm going to tell OBS that, hey, there's a green screen behind me. Make it transparent. What I want to do here is I want to put a custom background and I'm going to actually write on it. So here's the steps you do. Okay, so in OBS, you right click and you add image. I got a great image which is a black background, so it's on my desktop here, black background, and I press OK and I fill the screen. Now you see what's happened here is the image is on top of the camera, so you can't see my face in OBS. Inside this sources, I drag this image right to the bottom. Now in OBS you can see my face. This is the camera I will show, but you can't see the black image which is right at the bottom. What I need to now do is I need to tell OBS that the green screen behind me, this side, okay, make it transparent. So how do I do that? I click on video capture because that's the video that it's capturing everything in real time. Right click, I go to filters, okay. I press this under effects filter, go to Chroma Key, I press OK, and now I select the color of my green screen. It's green, so I choose green. See, it becomes gray. I can do a custom color as well, which is this exact color which is behind me. So it becomes, let's say if I choose magenta, see, it makes that green, but it takes my turban and makes it gray. So you choose the color which is behind you. I choose green. And now when I press close, see what happens? The green screen is the color of my image. Let me show you the image again. Let me bring it right to the top. That's the image, okay? It's filling the whole screen. But because my green screen is only like, where is it? That much, right? It only fills that part. If I was to spread it, let me show you. If I was to spread my green screen a bit more, see, I'm picking it up. It actually shows all that. Okay, so this is how you do it. Now, why am I having all these green lines around me? It's because just the lighting is not good, and it's just the software that's actually doing the green screen. It's mainly the lighting. If I get the lighting right, it should be better. Now, how can you use this? Okay, so we discussed we were going to do zoom, sorry, in green screen. This is green screen. Okay, so where is green screen? Here, green screen, done. Now you see, with the black background and with the custom background, the text really stands out. Now with the green screen at the back, you could technically do it in Zoom, in StreamYard, in whatever. So exactly the same screen. You can go into Zoom, tick the green screen, go to StreamYard, tick I have a green screen, and this video will allow you to be live with a custom background, and you can actually write live as well. So our final one, which we said we were going to do with green screen, done. Hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, if you've got any questions, just let me know, or email me or comment below. I hope you enjoyed this video. All the best, and enjoy writing live on screen. A, B, C, always be connecting.